Let's jump into problem 14.2a on bond quotes. On January 1st, 2031, Never Company issues a 10-year, 5% bond with a $1 million face value at a time when the market rate of interest, aka yield to maturity, is 6%. We're offering 5%. The market for similar companies to ours is 6%. Therefore, our bond is not going to be attractive. Our bond will issue at a discount. If the stated rate, the bond rate, the coupon rate is 5, the market rate is 6, this bond is a discount bond. The bond will make semi-annual payments. The bond code is 92.561. That means we're getting 92.56% of the money that we've asked for. We've asked for $1 million. We'll get 92.5% of that. Will the bond be issued at a discount or a premium? Discount, absolutely. If this number is below 100, it's a discount bond. But even if I didn't know the number, I could figure out it's a discount by the fact that our stated rate is 5 and the market rate is 6. How much cash are we going to get? Well, we're getting 92.56% of the cash we asked for, 0.92561 times $1 million means we're getting $925,610. How big is the, well, in this case, discount? Well, it's about $75,000, right? It's 75 grand less than what we asked for. $1 million minus 925,610. The discount is $74,390. And there we go. We have answered the question. A, B, and C in the bag. If you feel like leaving now, like and sub on your way out of here. But some of you may want to stick around for the bonus, which will take a little longer. You'll see the runtime of this video is a lot longer than 2 minutes, what we're at right now. Just quick cough. The bonus says, show how we came up with that 92.561. So pretend we didn't know that. How would I have calculated that? And this is math of finance. So I'm going to solve this 3 ways. We'll do it by hand. We'll do it in a calculator. I won't do it in Excel. I'm going to do it in Google Sheets. I don't have Excel installed on this computer, but it's very much the same thing, just spreadsheet software. So let's solve it by hand, though, assuming we don't have access to a financial calculator. We don't have access to Excel. Well, there's 2 cash flows we're worried about. There's the lump sum. So remember how a bond works. We're borrowing $1 million. We're going to make regular interest payments, and then we're going to pay back the $1 million at the end. So we've got the present value of the $1 million at the end. So it's this one, present value of a lump sum. So it's $1 million at the end that we pay back after how many periods here? It's a 10-year bond, and bonds in our class, everything's semi-annual. So it's 20 semi-annual periods. So 1 plus the interest rate to the power of 10. Now, the I is the yield to maturity, that market rate, 6% in this case. And remember, that's an annual rate. Whenever you're quoted a rate, it's annual. We got to convert it to semi-annual, which just means divide by 2. So it's 1.03 to the power of 20. Again, 20 semi-annual periods. It's 10 years, but it's semi-annual, so times 2, that's 20 periods. So anyway, there's the formula. 1 million divided by 1.03 to the 20th power. 1.03 x to the y 20, 1.80. And then we go 1 million divided by that. To do that, you go 1 over x, just this thing here, 1 over x, and then multiply by 1 million. So 553,676. 553,676. That's the value of $1 million 10 years from now. Again, compounded semi-annually. What about the payments? Well, we've promised to pay 5%. So $1 million times 0.05 is 50 grand a year, but remember we're doing 6-month payments, so it's 25 grand every 6 months. So that's our payment amount. Let's do it this way. 25,000 times 1 minus 1 over 1 plus I to the n, which is 1.03 to the 20th power, all divided by 0.03 are I. So 1.03 to the 20th power, let me do it this way, 1.03, I go x to the y 20, I get 1.80, 1 over that, so there's a 1 over x button, 1 over x. 1 minus that, I put this in as a negative number, plus 1. I'm at 0.44 as my numerator, I divide by 0.03. I get 14.8, almost 14.9. I multiply by 25,000. And I get 371,937. 371,937. And now I just got to add these two to get the present value of the bond. 553,676 plus 371,937. This bond is 925,613. And let's see if that matches. So I had 925,610, and the reason is there's a rounding thing going on here. Now, in terms of the bond quote, we divide that number by the face value of the bond. And remember, the bond quote is a percentage. So divide that by 1,000,000, and we get equals 0.925613, and we state it this way, 92.5613, and you can see that does in fact match. And the reason we're off a little bit in terms of dollar amount is because we've gone to one more decimal place here, and that's it. So yes, we do have the right answer. Yes, we have solved it. Show how the bond quote was calculated. We just showed it. If I have a financial calculator, I can do this a lot quicker. Here's my BA2 Plus. I'll use some calculator inputs. The N is the number of periods, 20. The IY, let's see, the IY is our market rate of interest, which is per period is 3%. PV is the present value, which we're solving for. PMT is the amount of the payment, which we said was $25,000. FV is the amount, and I'll put that in as a negative because I am making these payments. The FV is the amount we got to pay back at the end, which is face value of the bond. And begin for these things is always off or not applicable. Begin means, did you make the payment? Annuity, did you pay in advance or do you pay at the end of the 6 months? Well, we don't make our first interest payment today. We make it 6 months from now. So that means begin is off. Begin is unusual to have on. Okay, so let's go ahead and punch these numbers in. Let me go actually second function, clear. 20 goes in as my N. On your screen, it probably looks fine. On my screen, it's really small. I have to really lean in to see where I'm clicking. My calculator app is just teeny tiny. 3 goes in as IY. Don't know my PV. 25,000 negative goes in as PMT. 1,000,000 negative goes in as FV. And then I compute PV, 925,613, 925,613. The number matches. I can get the percentage, 92.561, to match what's in the question. So yes, we solved it with the calculator. The Excel input's pretty much the same. And again, I'm going to be using, what's it called? Google Sheets, but it's the same difference as Excel. It's just a computerized spreadsheet program. Number of periods, 20. The rate, 3. The PV, we don't know. PMT, 25,000. FV, 1,000,000. And the type, is it at the beginning or end of period? It's at the end of period, so it's end, but, not applicable. Don't worry about it. The default is end, so you don't have to change anything. So we bring down our spreadsheet program, and I've got it zoomed way in, and I go equals PV. And then it just tells you, okay, rate. Well, we know our rate is 3%, comma. Number of periods. Number of periods is 20, comma. Payment amount, 25,000. I put this in as negative, 25,000, comma. Future value. Oops, I missed a 0 there. It's 1,000,000. Sorry, missed a 0 when I put this in, but of course it's the same. Negative 1,000,000, of course. And then I can close. It says end or beginning. I mean, it's end, but that's the default. I wonder if that works. If I just type end, usually it's 0 or 1. See what happens. There we go. And you can just leave it blank, though. You don't even have to put 0 on. 925,612.63. 925,613. Yes, indeed. We knew it was going to give the same answer because the math is the math, and we've solved the math. Okay, we made it to the end of the video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Hit me with a thumb or a sub, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. The next video in our series is right up here, and if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.